Yes, I don't find anything wrong with what is going on, but it is completely wrong when actually you decide to actually make your priority the select few of our society. What am I saying? The fact is that we are in this country and we're told we need ambulances, for instance. We have only 55, out of which many are not functioning. And if a political party thinks that they want to actually prioritize their people, well, it only tells you, it lays credence to what George A.C. Boateng said some time back in Kumasi, that they will always prioritize their own people. And this is evident of that they have decided that, look, let us resource our party people first before other people. And so they are Ghanaians before
But this was geared towards the NPP delegates conference. So if it's voted for the NPP, isn't it in line?
No, it is not in line unless you don't want to be citizen enough as the president requested that we be. Interesting enough, in the interview that Freddie Blake granted, he could not answer some of the questions that he was asked. That, okay, which company did you engage? Which company? I wouldn't want you to ask me questions on that. That is very improper. And so for him to suddenly, he was in a CPP.
But does he reserve the right to decline?
Oh, he reserves every right. In fact,
exactly.
he reserves
So
every right.
He
reserves every right not to even comment on it. But I think Ghanaians are forming their impression based on his demeanor and the kind of words he's throwing out at them for questioning something he has done. Right. Less than just 2 years, you were with the CPP. You couldn't help them procure even a bicycle tube. And then suddenly you could actually get them 275 buses.
So he says in this interview that if yesterday I was not doing business, and today I'm doing business, what is wrong?
Well, so he should come clear. He should be bold and be man enough to say, I'm doing business. This is what I'm doing. But you see, it gives a lot of question as to the personality involved and the character that is at play. Because we want to know where is he, who is he? He is the board chairman of GNPC. So should we now take a critical look at that institution and see what exactly is going on there? Because if now you are saying that, oh, I just had some friends who I came together with and did all that. So these friends are all in the NPP, or some are from the CPP, or they are just ordinary Ghanaians, and all of a sudden you could raise 11 million and you didn't find it prudent to even say that you are even commuting 5 of those vehicles into ambulances. It even tells you the priority. And after all, they were able to succeed at even deceiving the delegates. Trust me, politics is a matter of communication. He knew very well that these buses were arranged by the party, etc. But he made it look like it was himself. I listened to John Boadu, and John Boadu also said that the party agreed, but not all the executives were in the known. What kind of leadership is this?
At what point did the party agree? It is not coming out.
You get my point. So those are questions that ought to be answered. And then it tells you that it seems a very few people are in charge of the party, and what they decide is ultimate, because probably they are the ones wielding power. And so if you are now saying that it is party, why didn't Freddie Blake, during his promises, etc., make it known so that he doesn't take undue advantage? So long as we exist now, it is obvious that he took undue advantage of that over Stephen Ntim. But I am equally happy for Stephen Ntim as well that he also lost. I must be sincere with you. Because one of his aides called Fadi Dabusi, the Lebanese Ghanaian guy, at the point when the race started, and was trying to attack the elders of their party, including, I think, Paul Afoko, Kennedy Japan, and the people who were suspended, calling them all manner of names and trying to extol Stephen Ntim as the only true Nana Addo ally, pro-Nana and all that, and attacking all the other people. Then suddenly, when the dynamics changed and it looked like Ntim was no longer the favorite of the president, they came out again themselves, now saying that you think you can treat us the way you treated Paul Afoko. So apparently, they are now spilling the bean themselves that, oh, Paul Afoko was treated in some way. And so you get it. So it means you are even a hypocrite yourself. So I think Stephen Ntim himself was actually going to be a square peg in a round hole, because he was not cut for the job. If his kind of propaganda was just to be attacking people, thinking that would make him the president's favorite. And it didn't turn out that way. So now it has to go this way. Talk about Freddie Blake. Freddie Blake also helped them to defy their own principles that on which President Akufo-Addo rode to become president. When he tried contesting to be president from the primaries, I learned it's about 3 decades now, before he eventually got the nod to become presidential candidate and president. It was on the basis of the fact that, he has been with us through the trenches.
Exactly, yeah.
But here we are, the new Stephen Ntim through the trenches with them, all that. Freddie Blake came just from the corner, and all of a sudden, I think...
But is it not personality specific?
Well,
so if you move it, I said this one, they
But to be very sincere, to be very, very sincere, I have been saying one thing, and permit me to say that again on your program, that if acquiring education and reaching a PhD level will make me act in churning out inconsistencies like our vice president, then I'll prefer to hold my BECE certificate. If being old and wise would make me act in the way our presidency is governing us, then I'll prefer to be a young man forever. And if being competent is the way the NDC, NPP are presenting themselves to Ghanaians, then I will prefer the incompetence of the NDC. Why am I saying so? When you look at all what is happening, you would agree with me that, like it or not, there's a lot more energy in youth than the aged. The aged can offer you good counsel, wisdom, and all that. Are you telling me that Freddie Blake probably has the best alternatives and all that for the party?
But he was voted for, so it depends on what he's